That $80,000 boat you just drove off the lot is already worth $55,000. You have not left the marina yet. The boating industry does not talk about this openly, but recreational boats lose between 20 and 30% of their value in the first 12 months of ownership. And unlike a car, where depreciation is at least somewhat offset by reliability and engineering improvements, the modern recreational boat is losing value faster than ever because of decisions made not in the design studio, but in the corporate boardroom. Walk through any dealership showroom today, and you will see names that feel like they represent different companies competing to build a better product. Boston Whaler, Sea Ray, Bayliner, Lund, Harris Pontoons. You assume these are independent boat builders with separate engineering teams and competing quality standards. They are not. Every one of those names is owned by a single publicly traded corporation called Brunswick, headquartered in a Chicago suburb and answerable to institutional shareholders. And Brunswick does not just make the boats. It also makes the engines inside them. It owns the largest boat sharing club in the country. It sells you the financing. It sells you the warranty. The moment you sign the purchase agreement on a new boat, you are not a customer of a boat company. You are a revenue stream for an ecosystem that was specifically designed to capture every dollar you will ever spend on the water. And that is before you understand what happened when Brunswick got sued for $133 million, and nothing changed. Brunswick has been assembling this empire since 1961, when it acquired Mercury Marine, the dominant American outboard engine manufacturer. That single purchase gave it leverage that would take decades for the rest of the industry to fully understand. If you manufacture the most popular engines in the country, every boat builder who does not own an engine company has to come to you. And if you also own boat companies, you can charge your own brands a lower price for those engines than you charge your competitors. That is exactly what 24 independent boat builders alleged in a federal lawsuit filed in 1995. After 3 years of preparation and 10 weeks of trial, a jury in Little Rock, Arkansas, sided with the plaintiffs and awarded them $133 million in damages. A federal judge found that Brunswick had monopoly power in the stern drive engine market and used that power to impose what one expert economist called a tax on every builder and buyer who chose a non-Mercury engine. Brunswick paid $31 million to settle 3 related cases. It changed nothing about its structure. By the time the lawsuits settled, Brunswick had already acquired Boston Whaler, one of the most respected boat brands in American history. Richard Fisher founded Whaler in 1958. He designed a hull so structurally sound that the company's signature marketing stunt was to saw one in half with a chainsaw in front of an audience and watch both pieces float away. Life magazine ran the photograph in 1961. The Coast Guard adopted whalers. The Navy used them in Vietnam. For decades, a Boston Whaler was the gold standard of small boat engineering, built to outlast its owner. Brunswick bought the company in 1996 for $27.4 million. Longtime whaler owners began noticing changes almost immediately. On boating forums, veterans with multiple decades of ownership history described the pre-Brunswick classics as a different category of product. One owner who has owned 7 Boston Whalers, none newer than 1982, put it plainly: a 25-year-old whaler is a better boat than can be bought new at any price. And here is the part that should make you stop. When a new Boston Whaler leaves the factory today, it comes pre-installed with Mercury engines made by Brunswick. If you want a different engine brand on your new Whaler, you will pay a significant premium and lose bundled warranty benefits. The boat and the engine are now the same product, sold by the same company, with warranty terms that tie you to the same service network. The warranty itself is the next problem. Marine warranties are structured similarly to the mattress and RV industry playbook, advertised in large numbers, voided by fine print. Mercury's standard warranty expires at 500 hours of use, regardless of calendar time. Meaning, a boat used heavily in a single summer can age out of coverage faster than the owner expects. And when something goes wrong with the hull, delamination, soft spots in the deck, fiberglass stress cracks, the claim goes not to a neutral party, but to a dealer who is also a Brunswick partner, submitting documentation to a manufacturer that controls the approval process. In September 2025, Brunswick closed its Boston Whaler plant in Flagler Beach, Florida, eliminating 300 jobs in a community it had already abandoned once before under the Sea Ray brand. The closure was announced to employees and local officials at the same time, with no advance warning. The company stated the reason plainly: reducing fixed costs. 300 families absorbed that cost so Brunswick could improve its quarterly margins. So, what does a smart buyer actually do? The first move is the same one that works in every market Brunswick has touched: buy used and buy old. A Boston Whaler from 1985 was built when the company's only incentive was producing the best boat possible, not maximizing revenue per customer. Those hulls are still afloat. The structural foam design that made the original Whaler famous does not rot, does not delaminate the way modern laminated fiberglass panels do, and does not require Mercury service networks to maintain. You can find a classic Whaler in excellent condition for a fraction of what a new one costs, and it will hold its value better than the new one will, because the used market has already priced in all the depreciation. The second move is to look outside the Brunswick ecosystem entirely. Grady White Boats in Greenville, North Carolina, is still family-controlled. It has never been acquired. It has placed first in customer satisfaction surveys for its category consistently for over a decade, and its boats are known to hold resale value at rates that embarrass the Brunswick portfolio. Regulator Marine is another independent builder known for resale value and build quality that comes from a company still focused on boats rather than shareholder returns. The third move, the one almost nobody in the dealership will ever mention, is to consider buying a lightly used Japanese market vessel. Japan's mandatory vehicle inspection system, known as Shaken, becomes prohibitively expensive as boats age. This pushes low-hour vessels into the export market at prices well below comparable American boats. Commercial-grade Yamaha and Honda marine engines built for the Japanese fishing and patrol market regularly log hundreds of thousands of hours before requiring major service. You can acquire this quality at prices that make the depreciation math work in your favor instead of against you. The boating industry is built on the dream of freedom, the open water, the family weekend, the retirement adventure. Brunswick is built on capturing that dream and monetizing every part of it, from the hull to the engine to the service contract to the boat club membership when you finally give up on ownership. It has 60 brands in its portfolio, a federal antitrust conviction that changed nothing, and a history of closing plants in communities that trusted it. The boat is not the investment. It never was. The investment is in knowing who actually built it, who owns the company that built it, and what that company's incentives are at the moment you hand over your check. If this kind of investigation is useful to you, hit subscribe. There are entire industries running the same playbook, and we are going to go through all of them.